couple. That means a date. Not like just going around with the crowd. Just me and the girl. Well, that's all right. Only, what girl? Who?
How do you choose a date? Whose company would you enjoy? Well, one thing you can consider is looks. Woody thought of Janice and how good-looking she was. He'd really have to rate to date somebody like her. Yes, he'd enjoy that, except, well, it's too bad Janice always acts so superior and bored. She'd make a fellow feel awkward and inferior. Well, perhaps someone who doesn't feel superior. There's Betty, and yet it just doesn't seem as if she'd be much fun. What about Anne? She knows how to have a good time and how to make the fellow with her relax, have fun too. Yes, that's what a boy likes. He wants to know he's appreciated. Anne would be fun on a date. So Woody decided he'd ask Anne for this first date. But just how should he ask her? And what if she refused? No, it won't be easy asking for that first date.
Hello, Mrs. Davis. This is Woody. Alan Woodruff. May I speak to Anne?
How do you ask for a date? What about this?
Anne? Well, how about a date? Well,
really? No thanks, Woody.
Well, suppose he did it this way.
Hi, Anne. What you doing Saturday night?
Well, I guess I'm busy.
Oh, yeah? Any chance of giving him the brush off for me?
Well, of all the nerve!
Well, is there another way?
Anne? This is Woody. Well, I have a ticket for the High Teen Carnival Saturday, and, well, would you like to go?
Why, yes, Woody. I'll have to talk to my folks about it, but I think I can go. That would be fun.
Yeah. Well, shall I pick you up about 8 o'clock?
That's fine, Woody. 8 o'clock Saturday. I think it'll be all right, but I'll let you know for sure. Bye. A date with Woody. Saturday. Come in. Hi, Anne. Hi, Judy. What are you doing? Why aren't you being Krista's little sister? I'm getting ready for my date tonight with Woody. Oh, he's nice. A date, huh? What'll you do? Go to some fancy place for dinner? No, silly. We're going to the High Teen Carnival. And then he'll bring me home. Oh, that doesn't sound like much. Why, we'd have fun at the carnival, you and I, wouldn't we? Oh, yes. Well, Woody and I are going to have fun in just that way. I think the important thing about a date is to have a good time. You don't need to spend a lot of money to do that. You just enjoy whatever you're doing, whether it's movies or parties or anything. And you leave your boyfriend enough money so he'll ask you again. My, you'll be out late. Why, not particularly late. Mom and Dad and I have an agreement about what time to come in. Look, will you be a honey and get my stockings from the bathroom? Sure.
But when you're having so much fun, time goes all too fast. Well, it's the time Anne had set for getting home. And now, good night. The end of a perfect evening. But how do you say good night? Perhaps...
Don't leave.
What is?
Or it could go this way.
Well, so long.
Just like that. After all, a girl likes to know you've had a good time. So let's try saying goodnight again. One more way.
Well, it's getting late.
Yes, it is. I'd ask you in for a bite to eat if it weren't so late. Let's plan to get home in time for a sandwich or something next time.
Say, that sounds good. I'll call you next week.
Will you? Well, thanks so much. I had loads of fun.
So did I.
Good night, Woody.
Night, Ann.
Hello? Gee. Yes, he's here. It's for you, Barney.
Ah, told you so.
Marie,
Oh, yes, Alice.
Marie, you're upset about something. I do wish you'd try going out with some of the other boys as well as Jeff.
Why? Mother, I like Jeff a lot.
Well, I know, dear. I like him, too. But after all, there are other boys in the world.
If there are, I wish one of them had called.
Now, would you date with one if he did call?
Oh, I don't know. I'd rather go out with Jeff, but I wish the others wouldn't ignore me so. Oh, Mother, that's the whole trouble. Jeff doesn't ask me, he just shows up. He knows I'll be waiting for him, so he doesn't call. And neither does anyone else.
There are disadvantages to going steady.
Going steady? Yes, I guess I have been going steady with Jeff. We never talked about it. But then, we've dated regularly for quite a while. But it's not serious. Really, it isn't.
Well, I hope Jeff doesn't feel that he has the right to take liberties.
Oh, Mother. That was Alice. She wanted to come over and make some fudge with her. Girls. But I guess I'll go anyway.
Don't worry, Marie. I'm sure that if Jeff likes you as much as you seem to like him, he'll be over. Or phone.
Going steady? Everybody knows. Everybody but me. Am I going steady? What does that mean? How did I get into this anyway? Well, I have had quite a few dates with Marie. We've had fun, too. Lots of fun. We've liked each other all along. We've done all sorts of things together, like the time I taught Marie how to skate. We sort of, well, we seem to get along. I like it that way. Yes, it's fun to date Marie, but going steady, that makes it sound so exclusive. Everybody knows, eh?
It's great to have you spend an evening at home for a change, Jeff. Quite a while since we played. Your move. Your move. This Marie Miller you've been dating seems like a fine girl.
Yes, she is. My move again.
Are you sure you want to move there?
I guess I better not play anymore tonight. I'm not so hot.
All right. Something else on your mind?
Well, the kids have all got the idea that Marie and I are going steady.
Mm-hmm. You haven't dated anyone else for quite a while.
But we haven't agreed on anything. I mean, we haven't even talked about going steady. You
just sort of go steady. Perhaps that's the best way to go about it. You've dated Marie a few times. You've enjoyed the dates together. You're in the habit of dating each other. As long as you don't make any commitments, as long as you don't expect too much of each other.
That's funny, Dad. I half expected you to be mad when I told you. A couple of years ago, you used to worry if I dated the same girl twice in a row.
Yes, Mother and I used to worry about you going steady. Still do some. But you're older now. Mother and I think that you're better able to cope with the problems that go with going steady.
Yes. You've played the field for 2 or 3 years, Jeff. Now you begin to settle on one girl, to date her rather steadily for a while. Of course, the first time you go steady, you don't expect it to be permanent.
Permanent?
Mother and I went steady for quite a while. But it wasn't the first time for either of us.
What your father means is you'll likely go steady with several different girls before you begin to think seriously about marriage.
Oh, well, who's thinking about getting married?
A lot of young people do actually drift into marriage without first finding out how they get along with more than just one person.
Yes. I think I understand better now. Come on, Dad. Let's play some more checkers.
Oh, I guess I can skin you again.
Not this time.
Well, how do I know I won't want to date someone else myself? Well, if you do, you can break up with Jeff. Go steady with the next fellow. Then why go steady at all? Why not circulate a little? Besides, do you think we're old enough to go steady?
Well, how old should you be? Oh, you don't know how wonderful it is. Hal and I can depend on each other. I never have to worry whether I'll have a date. And it's so good to know that you belong to somebody. You don't have to make an effort to be at your best all the time.
Well, what about petting? I mean, I've heard you can get too deeply involved if you're going steady.
I know what you mean. Some boys think they can take advantage of you if you date them more than a couple of times. It's natural when a couple goes steady that they're closer together, but you have to know when to stop.
Somehow that doesn't sound the way I want it to be. Seems crude.
What?
Know when to stop.
Well, you live your own life, but if you take my advice, you'll get your man and you'll go steady. There, all done. I'll get these things.
I wonder, do I have to decide? Can't I just wait and see what happens? Besides, I don't know how Jeff feels about all this.
Go steady for a while with several different girls. Enjoy it. Learn about yourself and about different kinds of girls. But don't expect too much. Don't make any commitments. That makes sense.
Hi, Jeff. Come on in.
I hope you're not busy tonight. I don't have anything planned, but I did want to say hello. Well, hello.
Hello. Wouldn't you want to play some records?
Sure. But first, I did have one thing planned. Would you like to go to the senior play with me next Friday?
I'd love to. Thanks for asking. It sort of helps if I can plan ahead.
Yes, I see. I'll try to ask you ahead of time, sometimes.
And I'll try to say yes. Sometime. How about the records?
Sure. This is going to be fun.